Let's get started. We are doing a replay analysis of jenc400. She is a Bronze 2 player in Oceania server. Okay, so Orianna's a pretty difficult matchup. It's okay to go Seal or Shield at this point because they give you good sustain. She decides to go Shield, that is perfectly fine. Turn off theirs, okay. So this is Bronze Elo, so it's a little bit hard to like try to predict what's gonna happen around the map. So I'm gonna play more around like mechanics, laning phase, and all that stuff. That's what I want to worry about the most. Mechanics, and since this Elo's all over the place, you never know where you can find kills because they're everywhere.
Minions have spawned.
1 sec. Follow alert. Okay, we're good. Put myself here. Okay. Let's see. You start autoing the wave, and then you stop. That's fine. Just make sure you don't push too hard to where the lane like ends up here. That's fine. So just farm. You should probably Q this. Nice one. Don't know if Ori has shield or Q, so you just kind of wait it out. You don't have to ward that early. Let's see where the jungler started. Jungler started bottom, so this ward actually isn't going to do anything unless you know that they started bottom side, but a lot of times they start here and they try to make their gank top. So one way you can know is like if the enemy like comes to lane, like look at bottom lane, look at top lane, they usually leash. So one thing you wouldn't know is if they leashed here. That's one thing. If you want to put the ward early, that's fine, to see where they're starting. But if you see Pantheon enter the lane, if you see bot lane enter the lane, then you can actually know who leashed and where the jungler is going to start. So I'm assuming you put this ward down kind of blindly, and yeah, this ward's not really going to do anything for you. So yeah, no reason to play 2 back. You want to kind of like shove in. Now that the wave met in the middle, you kind of want to shove in a little bit. And you know that she's going to try to walk up for these 2 minions. So the perfect case scenario is you hit level 2 as soon as she walks up for these 2 minions. Okay, you throw out your Q, and she's walking up for these minions. If you didn't throw out your Q, you're going to hit level 2 on this minion, and you could have actually went in for the harass. So right here, she goes for the minions. You could have Q'd, jumped on her, chunked her to like half health. So yeah, don't try to use your skills like that. Like look at the bigger picture. It's easier to win trades when you're level 2 and keep track of levels. But it's good that you kept the wave in the middle. It's just you missed an opportunity to go for a really big harass. Especially if your minions are low, you can predict that they're gonna walk up and try to like last hit, and that would have been a perfect opportunity for you. Okay, so she's level 2 now. She has no shield. Keep that in mind. She barely did any damage. So yeah, now just farm it out. You can actually just like try to shove in wave here and try to meet the wave in the middle. And what I mean by shove is like, you see how your minions are pushing and they're winning, right? If you don't shove it hard enough, it might end up over here. So if you shove this lane in super hard and let all the minions die to tower and then have the wave meet up again, that's fine. And the reason why you're doing this is because the minions just spawned, so it's going to take a while for the other minions to come in to stop your wave. So most likely, if you shove in the wave as hard as possible, you can actually have it enter the turret. But Orianna is like a good champ to like punish like hard pushes from Cat, and it's kind of hard for you to do it if you're level 2. But just know that your wave's going to push in, and you want it to eventually meet up in the middle, and you don't want it to keep it, you don't want them to keep it here. So keep that in mind. There's a chance that Ori might push the lane on herself. So you're level 3. Probably could have gotten the cannon there. Alright. Now that you didn't push hard enough, it's gonna meet more closer to her area. So here, what you can do is you can try to just like Q to farm and then try to aim the Q around her. So then like, let's see how you get this farm. Okay. Okay, let me show you. Make every Q count, especially when you're last hitting for me. So look. Every time you go for a Q, every time you go for last hit for a Q, try to position yourself to where it would land near Ori. So you can see that she's positioning herself on the right. So you gotta move to the left. You know, it'd be a good time to ward it if you're gonna do it, but you don't have your ward up. But I don't think there's gonna be a gank coming. I don't know. It's bronze. Yeah, Hecarim's back. So every time you go for a Q, make it count. Use every Q to pressure the enemy. So it's low, right? Yeah, I don't know why you auto that. What you had to do is just wait for it to get low. Position yourself here. Q this minion, the furthest minion, so that the Q drops further out, and it's gonna eventually it's gonna take this CS, and at the same time you can go in for a harass. Instead, you threw the Q, and notice how you're positioned in lane. You're in the middle, so obviously it's gonna land here. Whenever you throw out your Q, don't be too scared. Don't always just move back. Like, you guys are both full health. You have Doran shield, and it's okay. You could play a little more up. It's okay if you take a little bit of damage. Just know that you want to put yourself in a position where you can also deal damage to them as well, and you just want to trade. Katarina is really good at trading because she can proc the lord super easy, super fast, and she has their W to like dodge abilities. Okay, so let's take a look at bottom. Potentially you could roam down here. Not really looking at the map. Oh, but Leona, yeah, Leona got it. So Ori's shoving the wave, and she's actually so she's putting herself in a pretty bad spot.
Red team double kill.
See, okay, you see how if you don't shove in the wave hard enough, the wave ends up here, and that makes it Ori like super safe. That's exactly what I was talking about before. Make sure you know how to manage the wave. If your wave comes in a line like this and their minions are clumped, then it's gonna push towards you because the minions are gonna start hitting one minion while these minions are gonna hit like a bunch of others. So this minion's gonna die first, and you're gonna have minion advantage, or they're gonna have minion advantage, and it's eventually gonna push in. So you can just wait for it to push. You see how everything's focusing this one minion? Oh, well, that tower though. Yep, it's gonna push into you now. And also another thing is like whenever you throw a Q, see if you can like preemptively. You gotta see where it lands. Okay. You gotta Q, and if you know where it's gonna land, and if they land near it, you can go in for the harass. That's completely fine too. Like, let me show you what I mean. Ow, that was loud. Okay, so you're going to last hit these, right? You Q, don't walk back. You immediately walk back, so you don't put yourself in a position. Oh my god, you don't put yourself in a position where like you can follow up on your Q. Remember, it's very hard for the enemy sometimes to like understand where your Q is gonna bounce as well. It's like you know better than them. So the moment like it bounces, you see it's right next to her. You could like eat here, walk to the dagger, and then W out or something. You know, just go for little trades like that because they're very vulnerable, especially with the balls out here. You have a lot of time to outplay. Keep that in mind. Don't just walk back. You're playing a little too scared here. Ori is a difficult matchup, but you're full health. Take some damage. You know. Take some damage. You have a potion. Okay, E. Nice. I kind of like that. Like, you knew the Q was going to land near her. So, just keep doing that. Like, you have Doran shield. You have good sustain. You have a potion. Take advantage of it. Okay, you could pop. Alright, let's look at Ori's position. She has 90 mana. You have all your shit up. So, here you're looking to just thin out the wave. And try to set up a kill on her. You popped your potion. So, because she's at a pretty big disadvantage because she can't really respond with skills, only auto attacks, you're looking to try to like chunk her out of lane because she has barrier. It's going to be a little bit harder to kill. But she doesn't have much to respond to. So you can try to like thin out the wave, to try to like not fight around too many minions, and then try to gain an advantage like that. So you can like Q. Ooh, you going in. Oh, you going in. Ugh. Okay. Alright. You did try to go in. So a few problems with that all in. First of all, your minion, there's a lot of minions here. So what you want to do is you would rather like try to set up on her because you know she has to walk up for these minions. So maybe you could have like thrown a Q and thin out the wave, but at the same time harass her. So like EQ, set up, she's gonna walk up for minions. That's one big thing you have to do, especially because the cannon was already coming up. Like she knows she wanted to go for the cannon, you know she wanted to overextend for it, right? So you could have potentially like thrown out your Q here, have it land on her, go in, proc the dagger, auto, maybe wait for your, maybe W or W out, or wait for your Shimpo cooldown to be up again and then eat W. So yeah, but you decided going all in here. You saw that she had no mana, but we'll see. Let's see how you executed it, because you know the execution was pretty off. So you eat W'd onto her. You threw your Q way too early. So like what you should have done is you should have sat where like you knew her your dagger was gonna hit her, right? So you hit her with the dagger, right? But here when Ori chooses a direction to go, that's when you should throw out your Q. You know she wants to go this way. You know this is the safety point for her, and you know she wants to walk up instead. Instead, you threw the Q while you're here, therefore it landed here. So you wanna like position yourself, hit the W, and be very patient with your Q. Know that when they're walking up, that's when they're walking in a certain direction, a certain line back to safety, that's when you should throw out your Q. Cut off their path, E in, whatever, burn their barrier, whatever. That's a win for you if you burn barrier, burn flash, or whatever. But yeah, you throw out the ignite, so now you're actually down. Ooh, the Hecarim came out of nowhere. Ori should back here. If she doesn't, then that's free opportunity for you to kill her if you eat W. It sucks that you used ignite. You didn't see where exactly your Q was placed. She should be backing, honestly. Oh, she's not. So she's putting herself in a really dangerous position again, and the reason why is because she's too up in your in the lane. So she's trying to farm this, and you have all this room here to work with. So you want to E onto her around this point because she still doesn't have much mana to respond to you for, and even if she throws a Q, W, and E, you're not gonna die. Like you can out auto her and stuff like that. The only problem is she has barrier, so because she has barrier, you don't want to go for all in, but you want to go for those little opportunities where you can actually jump in and not lose the trade. So if you eat W and then Q properly, you should be able to burn something off of her. Not necessarily kill her because you don't have ignite, but burn something. So I'm wondering if you're gonna do it, because now is the perfect opportunity. Oh, eat. Oh man, look, you're full health. She has no mana. Like you have to go in on those times. I'm assuming maybe you did go, but she walks up right here to go for the farm. Remember that people extend for the farm. They don't even notice their position. But I hope you go in here. Go in, maybe? Man. Alright, she's completely now. Eat W whenever she gets into range. Stop farming with your Q because that's a huge part of your combo when she has no threat towards you. You want to be able to use all your abilities so that the moment you want to have all your abilities, so the moment that she walks up and puts herself in a vulnerable position, that's when you go in. Okay? Okay. You eat Wing is there's no point because she has no way to respond except if she Qs you. Now you're down skills. Hopefully Lee Sin kind of salvages it. E? Maybe? Man, so many missed opportunities for kills. Oh. W? Oh, you don't have W. Man. A lot of missed opportunities there. Those are just mechanical things that you have to look out for. Oh my god. Decent one auto? Nice. Okay. He has no mana, so yeah, you could totally. I'm not sure if you had Shimpo there. I feel like you did. You're better off Shimpoing and Wing and just throwing in autos, and then once he chooses to go back to his tower, that's when you Q. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, let's see how much money you have. 1100. I would probably get a revolver at this point or a search use because honestly Ori isn't that good. If you ever have the movement speed to gap close onto her, that's okay. So you got a big wave here, so you're gonna shove this out. Just know that Ori's gonna come around now and you might lose a wave, but you're in pretty desperate need of buy here. Hopefully she doesn't push too hard, but yeah, you're gonna back. Okay, let's see what you get. You get one boot, revolver, and maybe one pot would have helped, but that's fine. I like the choice of items. The reason why is because when she hits 6, AP benefits more, so getting revolver over longsword is a lot better. Because it gives you more damage. Okay, so she's 5. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. I would have done the exact same thing, but the problem was... Okay. Let's look at the picture here. She is still full health. She doesn't have ulti, so it's a good time to go in. If anything, you could have potentially just like try to poke her down, but honestly I would have gone for like the full ulti as well, just to like make it that much harder for her to like walk up to lane, maybe force her to back and stuff like that. You'll find more kill opportunities if they're like below half, and the reason is when she gets 6, you can't get a full ulti off, so you're trying to take that opportunity to be able to like throw a full ulti on her, right? So yeah, you went in. I think the shoe pull maybe could have been placed a little better, but it's okay. Q, you could have Q E like eat here. Even if she jukes the dagger, it's okay to jump in, E auto, and just walk out. That's fine too. We decided to poke out here, and that's fine. It's not completely necessary, but just know that you can, even if she juked the dagger, you know, getting that little extra damage off, and just know that she's gonna hit 6 very soon. Okay. Q. Remember, when she throws out her Q, she's a little bit vulnerable. You could have maybe gone for that if your W was up, but I'm not too sure because spectator is a little annoying. But it's okay. It's okay to just farm at this point. You have 0-1. Ori's going Roa. Yeah, that's fine. She's not gonna scale well. Jump in. Looking to shove this lane. Shoving lane is good because it gives you more pressure within the lane. You can try to set up a kill here. Maybe here. Man. Like when she's going up for minions, that's when you should try to go in with the Q. It's weird because like these minions aren't like, yeah, they were in kill percent though. So you Q'd. Potentially could have gone in there. Gonna Q again. Pantheon. I think he might have been okay there without flashing. Oh god. Uh-oh, Ash Arrow. Ash Arrow. Uh-oh. And then Ori's just gonna like watch. Yeah, Pantheon gank, random as fuck. Let's go mid. It's good that she didn't really push hard. Like I don't know why she's not pushing so hard. You would have lost some minions there, but now you get the full thing. So good for you. Yeah, you just want to prioritize getting this farm right now. Leona's coming, so you can try to do something here. Maybe eat W. Your W's up now. Nice. W. Q. Eat W. You have another E. So then, okay. Okay, so Ori Flash, there's obviously nowhere to go. You have to eat W because don't ulti here. The reason why you don't ulti here is because she has ulti to cancel yours. So you want to just throw out your burst, force her to ulti before you use yours so that she has nothing to cancel it with. So eat W. If anything, you should have thrown out your Q because then you would have killed her right here. Even if she had barrier, you would have maybe dodged the ulti as well. And then here, the moment you get the reset, and you see Hecarim's overextended. You have to eat W. Eat W here, and then you have 3 shoot posts to chase with pretty much. You use your first E to go in, and then your second jump would be the Q to the E, and then you have your last E. You would have gotten more damage off. You potentially would have been able to kill him because that did it. A pretty decent chunk of his health. Yeah, you see, you have your E here, but you can't really go in, so. Oh my god. Lee Sin does, though. Okay, let's see how much how much money you have. Not much. So you want to just farm that wave. Yeah, farm that fat wave. And you want to farm that next one, too. Then you can probably get Torque Shoes. Farm this next one. Whoa, whoa, why are you not pushing? Why are you not pushing? Now you're missing the cannon. Now you're going down. You had to shove in that wave. You had to shove in that wave. There was nothing you could lose. So now you're going down. See, if you shoved in this wave, you would be doing the same thing, going down. And you would have probably reacted faster because you would have probably killed the minion wave faster than, you know. So you want to kill the wave. You want to kill the minions mid, have it push in, and then roam, because then they lose vision of you. And they lose vision completely around here. All they have is like over here where the minions are gonna be, and then you can take your time to roam. Oh god, I just noticed the 2 points at the W too. It's better if you go E. And then Q, E. And then you did not have to pick up that dagger, but you should be able to kill it anyway. Okay. So you go on this Morgana, EWQ, and then Q, that's fine, right? At this point, you should try to, like, you know she's about to walk in the bush, so walk in the bush with her, and then throw out your ability so that you have vision. But instead, I feel like you wanted to EW, but yeah. But just know that, like, when you throw out your Q, you don't have to pick this up. Your E is already, you didn't E onto anything, so your E is still up, so you should have just QE'd right here. I think you may have missed out on some damage, yeah. See, you didn't, I actually don't think you hit her with the Shunpo. Hold on. Let's take a look at it slowly. Let's look at the damage here. You see, you didn't hit her with the Shunpo. You had to, like, E onto her. It's better to E onto her. Try making this a habit. E onto the champion so that you can at least hit them with the Shunpo guaranteed, and then walk to your dagger and see if you can graze him with it. But yeah, you would have definitely killed her if you hit the Shunpo onto her. Do you have flash? No flash. Okay. Alright, yeah, that's just a lost kill. But yeah, that could have gone way better. First of all, you should have shoved in the wave. You would have had more minions. And Ori is just like not pushing it either. Look at this. Like this goes for any player. Just shove in your wave if you know that the enemy is like elsewhere, because like if you're this Ori and you don't shove, what happens is Cat has time to go back into the lane to take the farm. You want to push in as much as you can so that you're forcing Cat to come back, kind of like restricting her time, you know. And she just leaves it there, and you get all this farm. You know what I mean? Okay, well, shit's happening top. Let's see how much gold you have. 1600. Okay, nothing's gonna happen. I want you to shove in this wave and just back. Ooh, going. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see here. We have a low Hecarim. Ori that we could assume, I guess we could assume that she ulted for top. But you went in. So you got a Hecarim that's super low, which you don't need ulti for. You can kill him with QE easy. So if they're putting themselves in a position in a line like this, you want to just Q and EW ulti. You get way more damage like that. So if you Q'd, it would have landed over here. You potentially could have killed Hecarim without having an ulti. And then you could have maybe jumped on the next person to EW, Q, or ulti, or whatever. But you should have Q'd first because you don't want to use your ulti for this Hecarim. He's too low. He's too low. So instead you go in for this. One thing is you should have thrown your Q out, because if you're guaranteeing a reset on this guy, your Q is gonna come back up again. So EW, ulti. If you're going for a kill already with all your bursts, throw all your abilities out, so that you have another dagger placed on the floor, and on top of that you get your Q damage off. But what you should have done is you should have like EW'd. Here, the moment you got the reset, you could have W'd out maybe, and just walk away and then try to go back in with your E. That's another thing you could do, especially if you're being like jumped by like 3 people. It's good to like use your W, try to dodge some abilities, because Morgana ends up finding you here. If you W'd upwards or downwards, potentially you could have dodged it. Instead you Shumpo'd onto the Pantheon, and yeah. So that combo was pretty bad. It seems like you're always opening up with EW ulti, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to restrict yourself to that every time. It's not the most optimal option. Okay, so let's see what you get here. Okay, that's fine. I personally would have gone Stork Shoes, because that's just me. Because of the fact that I feel like I can just take over the whole map. And Stork Shoes with the movement speed would help a lot, but yeah, I don't think you're in that position to do the same. Q. Nice. Nice. Oh my god. Did he fucking stun a minion? He let his ulti run. Okay. So you have enough for Gunblade now. What you want to do is doing damage to this tower wouldn't really do anything. What you want to do is you want to shove out this lane as hard as you can and then go roam, instead of doing that extra little damage on the tower. Like that literally did nothing. So you'd rather have your team come around and try to commit to a tower rather than you poking it down just a little bit, right? You want to you should have just cleared the wave, because any kind of farm you can get is very valuable. So you should do that. But yeah. All right. Burned or ulti. Let's see what happens here. You have Gunblade, so you should just shove in this wave. You're half health. Just shove in. Just shove in. There's no point of staying here. What are you going to try to do? Kill Ori? Shove in. Okay. See if you can help this Lee Sin. Okay, yeah, don't go in. That's smart, because Pantheon. Now shove in this wave while they're walking up here. This whole time they're walking up here, shove it in, because it's safe. Free farm for you. Do it. Okay. Alright, I don't know where you're going now, but you have Gunblade, so you should probably back for it. You should probably back for like Gunblade and M-Tome. This Galley ulti. Holy shit. Okay, well, you do have 4 mid, so you guys should commit to this tower rather than trying to fight. She has GLP. What the hell? Well, this is a little ARAM going on here. Oh, fight starts. EW? Why? Don't always start off with EW. I mean, you got a double, but it was super sloppy. Super sloppy. You didn't need to flash. So, the moment Ashe shows herself here, EW. EW. That's all you need to do. EW, she would die. If she flashes, you Q to chase. She has nowhere to run. First of all, you should put it on the left of her, so obviously, like, she wasn't gonna get anywhere. But she's super low. Don't throw your ulti out so early, especially on champs that you don't really need to use your ulti on. So okay, I don't think you have a Shumpo reset because your dagger's here. So you threw your Q and you flash, picked it up. So like that whole series of events didn't have to happen. Like you could have EW onto Ashe, wait for her flash, Q, and then ulti onto the people here. That would have been a lot better. That would have been a lot more efficient. You would have saved some skills, and it was completely predictable. Like that, those series of events were completely predictable. And now you commit to this farm. W, E back in, Q. Nice. So now you have a shit ton of money. Shove in this wave and just back. Unless your team wants to get another objective, I don't think... Yeah, no, you guys... Wait, what kind of Drake is it? I guess you can help your team get this first, and then back, and then buy, because you are huge. Okay. Alright, let's see what you get here. I'll definitely get Sword Shoes, I'll definitely get Gunblade, and then after that, it depends. It's situational. So you get Needless. Interesting. Which is completely fine. I would have gone for Haunting Guys. I think Haunting Guys is better than Needless because of the item that you get and the pen and all that. That's just my playstyle. But if you're going Magic Pen as well, Haunting Guys is really good, especially if you're ahead. Let's see, 11. Yeah, you see, Magic Pen scales with level, like base damage, right? So the more levels you have, the more your damage will do, especially if you have Pen. And it seems that you're over-leveled, pretty over-leveled, you know. Ori's level 9. They're all like under level 10. Pantheon's only on level 10, so you'd be doing a shit ton of damage. But it seems like you're getting Death Cap, which is fine, because you're snowballing anyway. Okay, so you're gonna go for the dive. Ash is dead. Q. Nice. EWQ. Oh, you're tanking tower. Oh, it's weird how you were tanking tower there. Did they just like lose aggro? Yeah, they probably lost aggro there. Well, it's not really that important. But you're starting your combo off a lot with like W ulti. Like, it's not the most efficient combo to start off with every time. This looks like you're going there. So you're gonna help defend the mid lane.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Or he has all his shit, so you just want to farm this out. Now just push it. Now just push it. You're actually going... Whoa, wait. Okay. I didn't look at your skill order till now, but you have 4 points into Q, 4 points into W, and 2 points into E. Alright, first of all, you want to max E second because of the damage. W doesn't really give you anything. Just except for cooldown, but that's it. You want to max your Q out first. You want to max one ability out first. Commit to one ability. And then commit to the next one. And then commit to the next one. And prioritize ulti every time it's up. This goes for like all the champions. This goes for every champion you play. Commit to one skill because it's just better. You want to get that skill as strong as you can. You want to prioritize it and make sure it's really strong. But for Katarina's case, Q, then E, then W, and get ulti whenever you can. So here what you want to do is you just want to shove in this next wave as hard as you can. She has no safe place to do it, so basically if you shove out this wave, this whole entire space is going to be dark, and that means you're free to roam. I know you're trying to go and make plays, but honestly, you're trying to roam and try to be there for your team. But I think shoving the wave and forcing them to go mid tower is a lot better than you trying to go for kills. This is more of an objective thing. If you force your enemies to do things, then you can play around that and, you know, make a place elsewhere. You know what I mean? But yeah, prioritize farm. Prioritize farm. If they're lingering over here, then you should, like, then they could have lost some minions here, you know what I mean? So just shove in the wave. Shove in the wave and keep it, keep the pressure up. No point of like trying to freeze here anymore. It's like way past laning phase. Okay, so let's look at the position you're in when you shove in. You shoved in, right? Look at all this dark space that they have to deal with, and now you're free to just go up and down until the minion wave meets back in the middle, if you want to do that. Like, you don't have to go for the waves. It's like, it's not a priority anymore. You want to try to go around and try to do shit with your team and play objectively. Shit, one sec. Yeah, play objectively and stuff like that. Okay, let's see. If we decide to go mid, you know you can't kill Ori. I don't know why Varus didn't push this out. God, where are you going, Varus? See, everyone in this game has a problem with just shoving the wave. Because like if you keep shoving the waves, you're gonna force enemy and you're gonna know exactly where they're gonna go, and you can make a play off that. Leona's just side splitting top for some reason when she should be going around making plays. Okay, Q. I actually didn't see what happened. Okay. Okay, so you don't have to Q. Okay, and then you eat W. You didn't E onto Hecarim, but you can eat here. Okay, I guess at this point, team is grouped. I guess you just gotta, in this elo, you just gotta wait for someone to just fuck up. Get him out of position. Get the tower.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh. Pantheon. Okay. Q, E. Nice. W ulti. And then E. That would have been really good if you just stopped like focusing on your WQ. So then, okay. So you use your W as Pantheon stuns you, and that actually saves you a lot of time because you're still able to get off damage as you're stunned, right? And then you Q. You could E instantly. You don't have to see where the dagger drops. Just E because you know where the dagger's gonna drop. E auto, and then you kill them. First of all, you didn't hit him with the Shimpo. That's another thing. And then Ori throws out the Q. She looks like you dodge it. You eat W ulti, which is fine, but you had the reset, so you're better off throwing your Q here as well. Just try to nuke him as much as possible. So you kill him, and then you E onto the Ori, right? You E onto the Ori. Ashe flashes. That was your next target. But then you throw your W out here for no reason. You have your E up, so you're better off Eing onto the Ashe and try to lose aggro. But I think the WQ combo is so ingrained in our heads sometimes that we try to do it every time. Well, try to mix it up. Try your best to mix it up. So you threw the E. You could have. You don't have to wait for the dagger to come down. You don't have Shimpo. I mean, you didn't use your Shimpo. It's up. So whenever you just throw out your Q, and whenever you get the reset, just know that all your abilities are up. So you could have definitely just eat there and kill the Ashe, W out, and go for Hecarim for La Penna. It would have been a Penna. That was a Penna. Alright, so you get loot in second, that's fine. You're going for blasting 1 second. If you have 500 gold, you're better off selling the refill because the refill doesn't really help at this point. You have Gunblade heals anyway. You just get the Amp Tome. Let's see what your team does. Okay, so you're looking for top lane. Oh no, you're looking here. Ooh. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. You gotta play around your daggers. You have to. So you know you can kill this Ori, right? So you eat W. You eat Gunblade. You Gunblade first so that she can't run away from your combo, right? Eat W, Q. You have to pick this up. You have to pick this up. If she flashes, it's gonna land over here. So like, that's sound. Okay, let me wait for it to hit. Okay, so it's gonna land over here. You could walk back and you have time to go because she's gonna walk here and you have this whole place covered already. But instead you walk up. You don't even pick up this dagger. So like, make sure you pick up your daggers and then you go for the ulti. You Gunblade. A lot of resources used when you didn't need to.
Red team double kill.
She decided to move up. Top tower is actually okay to get right now because everyone's just like moving downwards. Okay, so you decided to get this on your own. Free solo gold for you. Okay. Now, just keep looking around the map at this point and see if there's any fights. so Varus is caught out here, I'm pretty sure. Or used ulti, so ooh, this might be an opportunity for you to do something. Okay. Okay, W. I saw a chance to get more kills. Okay. Okay, so you know, you didn't see Pantheon coming down, that's fine. It's what you do after you get stunned. So, W. Still get the damage off. And then you Q. You have to Q. You see a low Hecarim. I think you ulted here and then Q'd. So you kind of panicked here. So you throw your Q. You have all your abilities up now, right? You can eat W. What I would have done is I would have eat W'd onto Orianna. I would have picked up that dagger and then jump onto this one. I would make sure that I had ulti though. Eat W here. And then just use that movement speed to pick up the dagger and then jump back into the Ori. But that's if I had ulti. You didn't need to, I don't think you needed to flash here. But yeah, you W and then try to jump on Ori, but you didn't have Q. Or maybe you did have Q, but you didn't throw it out fast enough. But if anything, you wanted to go back in when you did have Q. Ooh, Q in. Ooh, nice. Okay, so feel free to respond. Not really much is going on here. So they want to get dragon. Whatever, it's free dragon, I guess. You don't need to get this dragon, honestly. It's not that important. Okay, so if you want to try to kill this Ori, yeah, I don't think so. Because she has ulti up. Okay, just tell your team to group. What you want to do is you want to focus this tower. This tower is the easiest one to get because base towers are hard to get. You want to focus this one, play around this one, so you guys would shove in mid and one person maybe shove bot and you guys would rotate down. But the thing is really hard for you, like bronze players, to kind of like coordinate something like that. So I'm not trying to focus on like that kind of thing right now. I'm trying to focus more on mechanics because it feels like mechanics is pretty big deal in this elo. Because if you can like kill them all mechanically, then you're chilling. Okay. Okay. Okay, I know you're itching to go in, right? You're itching to go in. But first of all, you're a little too up. You're a little too front. What you want to do in these fights is you want to engage, you want to stay back and let your team get engaged on so that you can reactively engage onto them. So like here, they got hit, right? So your best positioning would be here. Because the moment Hecarim ultis or they all decide to jump in, you have all your skills to react to there. And it's really good that Ori ulti's down. You want to be watching out for the Ash Arrow, you want to be watching out for the Morg Bind at the same time. You want them to try to like use them all, and you can hear that. You can hear them use their abilities. So once you hear like the Morgana ulti and stuff like that, then you can go in. But here, you got a little angsty just because of the fact that Ori used ulti and you wanted to go in. So Morgana, you were ran for Morgana. Morgana binded you. You tunneled a little too hard here, and your positioning should have been way more back. You're the fed one on this team. You can't die. You can't fuck up. See, look at the position they're in. After you died, look at how low they're getting, and that would have been potential like cleanup for you. You have to be more patient in these fights. Free cleanup. I wonder if Bleak's in. Oh my god. See, good Leon ulti. You guys win the fight anyway. Imagine how much harder you would have won that fight if you didn't die. You would have gone for free cleanup. Pantheon's dead. I'm assuming it's over here. Okay, so you guys go for Baron. Oh shit. You guys do go for Baron here. Okay, and the next push should be the last. Okay. W, ulti again, you're dead. You're alive. Okay. I know a lot of people say like, oh, I keep getting CC'd in teamfights and stuff like that. The reason why is because you're going in too early. Like here. You know they have all their shit up, right? So the moment you jump, okay, first of all, you're jumping on a tank. You're jumping on someone that you can't really kill that easily. So that's one thing. You go in, Morgana easily gets the bind off you. You're lucky you live. Because they just focus you completely, and that's what they do. They focus the cat. So, yeah, don't go in so early. You gotta wait out CC, wait out skills before you go in. That's a huge problem with a lot of Katarinas that I feel like are in my chat. They're just like, oh, it's so hard, like team fights, they have so much CC, blah, blah. Don't go in so early. Be patient, wait for all the CC to be down, then they can't stop you. That easy. That easy. Especially if you're ahead. Okay. Ooh. All right, let's recap. All right, let's see your items first. So you went Gunblade into Ludens into Deathcap. That's fine, I guess. I would have gone Void Staff second, or I would have gone Rabadon second. Ludens Rabadons is a little overkill. You do need some kind of magic pen at around this time. It's very worth it. Keeps your damage consistent. So my build here would have been, my build here would have been Gunblade, Haunting into like Deathcap, if anything. But you decided to go Needless second. So in your case, I would have went Gunblade, Deathcap into Void Staff. That probably would have been. That probably gives you the most damage throughout the whole game, no matter what situation. It's a really strong build order. Second of all, laning phase. You have to understand that like when you throw out your Q that you can go in. Like you have to know and understand when you can go in. Because you set your Qs up, or you set your Qs up and you don't exactly know where it's gonna land, and so you don't go in. On top of that, you have to, whenever you do throw out your Q, you have to set it up. Set yourself up so that it lands near them, so that you can go for free harass as well. Learn to shove in your wave. Shove in your wave and apply pressure that way. That applies pressure on its own, and a lot of people don't know that. Shove in your wave, create darkness, and so they don't know where you're going. Unless they ward the lane, but a lot of people do that. Shove in your lane and then roam. That's what you want to do with Cat. Cat's really good roamer, and that's one way you can guarantee safe roams. You shove in the wave and you roam. And you gotta take a look at your minion wave and make sure that your minion wave isn't coming up, or if it is coming up, then you gotta shove in the next one and then roam and wait for your minions to come back in the middle again. Another thing with your combo, you always start with EW ulti. Don't do that. You don't want to use your ulti too fast. You want to throw out your Q, throw out your E, and save your ulti for a very crucial moment. Especially when you know you're going to get a reset anyway. Then use your other abilities first. Use your Q. Don't always E first. Because if you E first, then you're throwing yourself in the middle already. Set up your Q, see where it lands. If it lands in the middle of them, then you can E W out to play it safe. If not, you can Q, E, ulti. That also works as well. Yeah, be more patient in team fights. Wait out CC. I feel like you got hit by like most of the CC. Whenever you did go in, you weren't patient enough. You're just looking for kills. You know you were strong, but think about it this way. If you waited for all their CC to go down, and they're like pretty low from your team, imagine how much easier cleaning up would be. Do that. Wait. The moment they use all their shit and your team doesn't die, especially when you're this ahead, your team won't die unless they're like super squishy. But you had a tanky comp, then you can just see the penta in your eyes. Like they're all low. You have a shit ton of damage. You just go in, one shot everybody, and yeah, just wait. Just be patient. I know this is bronze elo, so I focus more on mechanics rather than like rotations and all that stuff. So I really do think you should work on mechanics, because a lot of the... So this is how I see bronze working from what I'm seeing. If you're good mechanically and you know your damage and you know how to kill people, then you go in, kill people, and that'll eventually result in objectives. So you don't have to force objectives or anything like that. Like, the way it works is the more kills you get, the more openings that your team will see to go end the game. You know what I mean? So focus on mechanics, focus on how you can kill your enemy laner, and make sure you farm as much as you can. Make sure you farm. Make sure you shove in the wave, because that's a very simple thing to do. Shoving in the wave, waiting for minions to come back to the middle, and during that whole duration, you should be roaming. Okay? I think I covered pretty much everything. And yeah. Good game. Good game. My throat is dry. Very dry.